It's the same principles that take both the helicopter up and the fixed wing to fly. But basically, like we'll try to explain, the fixed wing, they are both aircraft, but they are classified as both fixed wing and rotary wing. The fixed wing is the one, the airplane that has just the wing fixed, whereas the helicopter has its wing rotating, and that's what we call a rotary wing. So we have both the fixed wing and the rotary wing. The rotary wing is the helicopter, while the fixed wing is the airplane.
Taxi, 265 Alpha Juliet. Okay, off control.
Well, basically, to qualify as to fly an aeroplane or helicopter, you have to do the normal training, acquire the skills for flying either the helicopter or the aeroplane. But basically, they are the same thing. You are flying aeroplanes. But in the case of helicopters, you have to be able to get the helicopter off the ground without requiring a long field. But in the case of aeroplanes, you need an airfield or aerodrome, like I said, to be able to take off the ground. For the control of the helicopter, we have the cyclic control, we have the collective for the pitch, then we have the rudder for the movement of the nose, left or right. So when you take up the collective, when you pull it up, the collective, you take more power. And while doing that, you increase the angle of attack of the rotary wing. Then it develops more lift. And as it goes up, you use the cyclic stick to control, tilting it left or right, forward or backward. That's another portion of it, like the pedal, we call it pedals, rudder pedals. You use that to control the movement of the nose of the aircraft. Control ditching in this case is when you have to control the helicopter to put it down safely in water. That's why it's controlled. It doesn't just happen inadvertently. You have to do something to be able to land this safely on water. It's not meant to land on water, but you have to deploy what we call floats to be able to land on water and stay afloat.
Slightly displaced parcels, slightly to the right.
It's multitasking. You have to do a number of things at the same time. You are using your feet to control the movement of the nose. You are using the collective to add power. You are using the cyclic to determine the left, right, or forward movement of the helicopter.
And for the jet pilots,
What used to happen here is that you do your fixed wing flying up to what we call private pilot license. Then we see your level, and we'll now select from among the very bright ones to go do helicopter training. Then you start afresh again with the helicopters. In NCA, we have both the licensing department and the operations department. We are into operations and training. Then we equally have the airworthiness department that deals with the maintenance and engineering aspect of it. For the pilots, when you train and qualify as a pilot, you have a license. If you have trained in Nigeria, for instance, if you have trained in Nigeria and you have a helicopter license, the license is normally issued here in the NCA by the licensing department.
Helicopters can land anywhere from a grass patch to a landing pad. Take a look at this when we return. Do join us again.